All right, Hemp Tours family, we are out here at Geremy Greens, an awesome farm just outside of Austin, Texas. And we've got the growers here with us, the guys responsible for all the cool stuff that you're going to see, the B-roll that's being embedded now on this video. Yeah,
and
like this and that and Cynthia staring at this plant, and yeah, so man, what an awesome experience. So tell us a little bit about yourselves, you guys, how you got into this, growing hemp for the first time, and what we saw, because we saw a lot of stuff. You guys said a lot of sciencey stuff that was really cool, but give us like a little recap.
Sure. I'm Jeremy, first of all. Started the company last year in response to the uncertainty of a job via and through the COVID initial pandemic back in March. Just made a decision to use the experience that I had gathered in previous years and put it towards a good use to help a lot of different people out. A lot of my motivation behind doing any project, business project or otherwise, is seeing if I can create impact. Like what's an activity I can do that pushes the button and affects a ton of people. And whether that's providing a job for other people, for our workers, or whether it's providing income that level, or whether it's providing relief through what we produce here. We consider our product superior quality just because of the focus of attention and detail, backed by a stack of knowledge sets that come from real experience and come from tried and true methods versus a recipe or something that other people are advising us on. We've come up with our own way to do this and do it efficiently, effectively, with a lot of quality. Here at the farm, we're doing things different than just growing a crop. We're looking at ways to do crop rotations and get several different harvests throughout the year. We're using components and different compartmentalizations for an early veg area, a midterm veg area, and then 2 large bloom rooms and a light deprivation house also, where we will turn the lights off essentially using a tarp for a total of a 12-hour darkness period to trick the plants into flowering. And we feel like that this weather in the spring here is ideal for blooming CBD flower. So Axel and I met at, this is Axel. Axel and I met at Bright Ideas, which is a aquaponics store here in town in Austin. And we shared a ton of knowledge early on, and both have a very similar way of growing, and we both have the same passions and motivations behind why we're growing. It's not money. The money will come just by nature of us doing our activity. It's more of it's a lot more value than just money. It's bringing some relief to people that really need it, honestly, and it's such a simple medicine. I mean, if I could say that, it's a simple remedy that does not have to go through process in order to be effective. That's attractive to me, and this is all I want to do. This is it. I'm done. You know,
I've found your dream job.
I am here, and I am not going anywhere.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Well, you can definitely feel the love just walking around and seeing the plants, and of course all of your energy. That's amazing. And Axel, tell us a little bit about what made you want to grow hemp. Did you think Jeremy was crazy, or were you from day one a believer?
We know Jeremy's crazy.
I've been a believer since day one. I really believed that Jeremy would be doing something like this 5 years ago. You know, when I first met Jeremy, I knew from the first experience that we had that he was a grower, and he wanted to do it the right way for the right reason, and I can stand behind that 100%. I spent some time in Colorado through some various dispensaries, and it was a good learning experience, but I really want to do things the right way from the ground, from the base level all the way up, and some good learning experience, but I'm ready to get to this next venture of hemp, and hopefully we'll go from there. So.
Very cool. Well, thanks for having us out here today, guys. It's been really fun. So what we know that you're growing some very primo smokable flower, small batch. What else? And we got some to try here, so this is going to be really fun. So what other products are in the works?
So we're gonna hit what I call the triple crown, okay, which is your flour, your salve, and your oil. That's like what you should go to market with, honestly. And then building the product line beyond that, It's just a matter of creativity and application. For instance, the salve can be presented in a couple of different forms. It could be presented in an aftershave. It could be presented in a sports bar, like a roll-on stick, a roll-up stick. It's the same exact substance. It's just a different form of it, which it gives us some product diversity also. That and pet lines. We're going to look into pet lines. We feel like that's an unfilled market. Anybody that I've talked to that does have CBG treats and CBG tinctures and things like that available for pets can't keep them on the shelves. It's a newer market, but it's a high demand market. It's a passion market, and I feel like it'll drive the sales for that. And you know, and CBG is probably the biggest cannabinoid for pet products because of the just drastic lack of THC in a CBG plant. It's much lower.
So I did have one other question. I know you all were saying that an event is always going to be coming. You know, we're hoping to maybe hear a bit more or have people come over around when, you know, so that way we can start planning.
I will say it is on the schedule for next year, but it is happening.
There you go.
We are both diehard disc golf players.
Disc golf.
Does that mean
we
we're
have
awesome? No, it doesn't. It just means we love playing, okay? And it means we have our good moments.
And there aren't enough disc golf courses in Austin,
there's
awesome.
quite a few, but it doesn't take long to play them all.
No.
We played them all several times. So out here at the farm, and target date is September of 2022. We intend to have a disc golf tournament that incorporates fields of hemp, using hemp as the fairway boundaries, and having and grouping that in with some sort of festival, maybe even a band, and maybe even have some booth areas. For
you have
people.
The space for sure.
We have parking.
This is amazing.
We have parking over there. So so that's going to open us up for also doing more programs with other farmers. We're working with another farmer. Organics is the name of it. He is growing with us right now. We have leased him off a portion of our land, and really a lot of the driver behind our activity is also education. You can ask Axel. I have farmers out here all the time.
Oh, you all had a lot of education to give today, so
yes,
we can't wait
for repeat times. They come
people
again and again and go, okay, I got to this place. Now what do I do?
Yeah.
And so he and I, it just rolls off our tongue, and we're like, okay, so here's what we do. Come here, let me show you that. And so educating the market is a big motivator for myself and him, because we want to operate in a market, not to make it competitive, but to make it full of integrity, that you can trust everything that is coming out of the market. Right now it's very early. It's hard to know. It's hard to know even it's hard to know even what you're supposed to be doing yet.
Much less the consumers to know what to be looking for.
That's exactly right.
So that's the hardest job.
That is educating them. You know, it's not a lot known about CBG, and we went with CBG right out of the box. It was kind of risky, but that's the reason we went with it. It's because it is off a little bit. It is different. It makes you go, what is it? Why are you doing CBG? And then we talk about it, and it makes sense in several different applications. We intend to have 5 or 6 varieties very soon. The next round we'll have 3 more varieties. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So can anybody find your flower right now, or where can they find it?
They can find my flower. I opted for a white label source. Okay, this is not Geremy Greens. This is Restoration Wellness and Learning. Okay. They're a customer out of Houston, Texas, and you can actually purchase my products through their brand at restorationwellnessandlearning.com. I know that's long, but it is on the package there, and just look them up on Instagram or YouTube, on Facebook. They're there, but their product has our farming products in it. That's the current place you can get our product.
Oh yeah.
Our next round we'll have Geremy Greens brands. We needed the working capital. It came to that. We just needed to make it to the next harvest, and that's all we're concentrating on at this point. Is just keeping going. You know.
Yeah.
Both of us are okay with it supporting itself, and then building from there.
That's awesome. We see a great bonding and a great relationship in it. So much success, guys.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll be back to the party next year.
We'll have something.